Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country, presented by Draco Breach. And we are now entering the capital. Oh, okay. I was right about trying to avoid a cutscene, at least, because I didn't even get a fast travel point.
That's not right.
What's not right?
This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
You noticed?
What do you mean?
That isn't the original form of the Torna Titan. In ancient times, the Tornan Titan held awesome power. Torna made use of that power to dominate all the rest for 1,000 years. But the power was shut away in the reign of Electos I. Since then, the Titan has looked like this. See that glowing sphere in the castle tower? That forms the seal.
Is that what Malice is aiming for?
Why would he do that? Wouldn't it be a threat to him too?
Truthfully, I don't know myself. But in any case, if he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Agreed.
You can see the palace in the distance. We should head there first. Offer our report to His Majesty.
This kind of feels like it would be a hub area. Auresco, Royal Capital. And there's people to talk to. Hey there, traveler. Could I ask you a question? Like, at what age should a big brother stop making a little bro's packed lunch for him? Sorry to ask. That's kind of a strange question to ask. Sorry, that's kind of a question. You see, I've got this friend whose big bro makes his lunch. I mean, the little bro, it's not like he's a kid. I mean, he's grown. He can take care of himself. He's the little bro. He even has a job doing guard duty on the gate, so he can make his own packed lunch. I'm old enough. My friend, I meant. He's old enough. But the big bro, he just keeps waking up early to make these lunches. If he didn't waste his energy on all this fussing, he could be moving up in the world. I just don't get why he... My skin's all rough today. I must not have had enough sleep. What do you think? Of course, the body doesn't just take care of itself, and it's tough to get the stuff for that around here. Drivers can give themselves a boost with accessories, blades with aux cores, right? They all have their own particular effects. Like, some are restorative, some are offensive, some defensive. Torna's a bit behind the times, if you ask me. Araya's where it's at right now for grooming technology. I hear there's this thing that works directly on the cells to make them lustrous and moist. I'd love to try it. Interesting.
Aren't we intrepid?
You know what they say about RPGs, never head straight to the goal.
This is becoming a
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Huh? You think I'm just sitting around fishing up something for my dinner? Nah, I'm a fisherman by trade, you see, so I'm actually working right now. There's never much biting, though. Torna's got a lot of desert, and that means fish numbers stay pretty low. Since there's not much to catch, the seafood eaten in Torna is mostly imported or farmed. So, as a fisherman, it's my passion to bring fresh, wild-caught fish to my customers. Interesting that his nickname or name is title is the word I'm looking for, is fishing enthusiast. And that is why you never head straight to the goal. Because you find out that swimming controls are not that tight. Dark defense up. I find that I don't use the elemental defense up items all that much. I probably should. It's been a long time since I've been back, but this country hasn't changed at all. The Torna kings always had the favor of the people, but Zetar, the next in line, is a real butt. The royal heir he may be, but the man's small-minded and only considers his own advancement. In fact, he's the only one who hasn't noticed his own behavior. Such is his foolishness. So it goes with those proud types. Maybe deep down he realizes, but just doesn't want to admit it. The people don't seem to like Adam's older brother all that much. Phew, another day of overfilling my belly. But I'm not done eating yet. The delicacies and finery of Torna cooking aren't just for filling your face. Until I get to savor a legendary dish from the famous chef, my trip cannot be over. I came all the way from Moradane to tickle my taste buds with her legendary tastes. I'm going to get me some of Miss Sorrel's cooking and make this trip worth my while. New customers. Hello, welcome to the best restaurant in the capital, if I do say so myself. Although, I have to admit, I've had a bit of a rough time lately, and it's affecting my cooking. I'm lucky to have regulars who will gladly eat here all the same, but I don't want them to be satisfied with less. Sorry, anyway, were you looking to have a meal? I'll cook, but I can't really recommend anything. That sounds like a quest. I think I'm supposed to go up there, which means I'm not going up there. Here in Torna, we revere the might of the Titans. It's essentially our religion. Though it's not like we have much in the way of special rituals or rules. We just believe in respecting the life that surrounds us. Titans, humans, blades, we're all the same, really. Every one of us is a gift to the world we live in, and sometimes it can be good to show our gratitude for that. Of course, we did learn a bit about that in the main game. Meh, Torna Town, wonderful. Impressive palaces, beautiful gardens, and this splendid moat full of wonders. Sightseeing? Meh, no. At the end of the... Oh, great. Wandering around town is to expand trading knowledge. Meh. At the end of the day, Deku is proud trader of Voltus Trade Guild. Okay.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me. Aren't we intrepid?
Let's see if there is anything of note. Besides getting the bridge by swimming under it. That works. Hello there, youngsters. Welcome. Are you looking for any instruments in particular this fine day? For beginners, I'd recommend the Tornan Viella. You'll be serenading your friends in no time at all. It's not got many strings, so it's simple to learn. There are also many good songs for beginners. It's a winner. Once you've learned some pieces, you can join an ensemble. It's a good way to improve in a hurry. We've even got a special event where the people play the Tornan Viella to express thanks to the Titan. It's not an event to be missed. The music spreads through the air, so delicate yet so strong. There are some quests nearby, too. Let's see if you have anything noteworthy. Dexterity by 20%, agility by 20%, yes, thank you. Smash damage. So we can finally get something better for agility on her. It's kind of interesting that she's effectively an evade tank, despite the fact that...
Well, here we are.
Wait, there's actually an inn? There's actually an inn. Okay. Wood chip and flower chip. Yeah, nothing really worth buying. Okay, sure. All sorts live here in the city, but everyone carries their own worries around, and that makes us all alike. If someone came and asked you for help, you'd hear them out, eh? That's because you can empathize with them. That empathy is something the people you help will never forget. They'll support you, rain or shine. On top of that, once you make a name for yourself, new doors open on account of your rep. But don't let the fame go to your head, and never think of others as smaller than you. It only causes pain. Remember that, and the bonds you make will stay with you throughout your life. Have we met Geo before? I have a feeling we have.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Now I know that there's one green barrel. Oh, hello. I didn't realize that she was at a point where she could unlock lockpicking 3. But that'll be useful. Did I miss anything?
I love to work out how things...
Oh. I didn't realize that, but whatever. I'm not going to name names, but there are certain countries where drivers use blades like they're disposable items. And it's not just down to the humans either. The blades just go along with it like it's meant to be the way. So weird. Surely it's not right to say that some deserve to be treated with less respect because of things they can't control. Take Torna. It's peaceful as anything, and humans, blades, and titans live together in harmony. Sometimes I wonder if it's made Torna a bit too soft. So, what do you want from me? Aspirant youths, stay right where you are. You have a look about you that tells me you might be interested in my most marvelous inventions. Here, look, I've hundreds of things. Beauties, aren't they? Moradane has absolutely nothing on my masterworks, I tell you. I am, nevertheless, at somewhat of a loss as to how to surpass my former genius. What with war on the horizon, it's been getting more and more difficult to find the parts I need. So now I've laid my woes bare, could you perchance help the great Gideon collect some machine parts? I believe the ones lying around here in Torna should be choice enough. Question is, do I have what he wants? Not going to set it as active because I might. How do? Have you got me some machine parts? I do. Plenty, in fact. Excellent work. A fine haul you have there. I extend my gracious thanks. At long last, I can now put the finishing touches to my ultimate creation. Hee-hoo-hoo. I call it Gideon's special patented perpetual music box. As the name suggests, with just one turn of the key, it'll play music forever and ever with no interruption. What's that? You want to know how to stop it? Well, that's a good point. I've not thought of a good way yet. I think that's a problem for future Gideon to wrestle with. Anyway, you've helped me collect the parts, so why don't I teach you how to make your own as thanks? Hold on now. It's coming to me. Yes! Eureka, I've got it. A flash of inspiration, a brand new invention. My next masterpiece that will address any and all minor flaws which my last masterpiece may or may not have had. And for that, I'm going to need lots of parts that can withstand the dry climate around the capital. I hear tell that you can find most of those parts around Gormott. I trust I can rely on your help finding a few more of those parts, blah blah blah. Excellent, excellent. Just bring them to me. Oh boy. Marvelous, this looks like all the parts I need, yes. You have keen eyes, my fledgling friends. Behold, my life's work. I call it Gideon's special patented jamming megaphone. Its perfectly tuned mechanism cancels out any noise from the surroundings and magnifies the user's voice. And since surely everyone loves the sound of their own voice, there's no need for an off switch. I'm brilliant. How far does a magnified voice carry, you ask? What are you guys, health and safety inspectors? Sheesh. Thanks to my ingenious directionalizing technology, any voice you feed it, no matter how loud, will carry 10 peds. Right, just about as far as if you shout, that's pretty much the point. Gahaha! Here, I'll share the recipe with you so you can blah 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 blah, jamming megaphone. Seems your contributions have allowed me to stay aloft after all. This marks the beginning of a new era of inventions. Why, before you know it, I'll be a household name. People will bow and scrape before me, begging for one of my creations. And I owe it in part to you keen-eyed kittywinks? Bravo! Well done indeed. Is that? Yes, it is. I believe this levels up my community.
This is awkward.
Yep. Don't know what leveling up really does for me just yet, but perpetual music box and oh, they're both for Hugo. Interesting. Mithra.
Looks like you're getting the hang of me.
Gain community. Okay, okay. Well, let's talk to you again. Oh, hello, you lot. I thank you again for your invaluable assistance with my previous inventions. You may remember me saying before, but the parts you can find here differ greatly than those found in Gormott. Well, it comes to my knowledge that there are some particularly high-quality parts to be had in Gormott. I hear you can even get your hands on gold parts. What I could do with gold, just thinking about it makes me drool. I don't think I have what I need to get the gold parts. Oh, this is no good. It's going to take ages at this rate. Huh? You want me? You can ask me anything you want as long as it's about insects. What, you're not interested in insects? Well, I tell you there's more to insects than meets the eye. Their shiny shells, their strong bendy legs. Plus, if you boil them up, you get some really useful medicines. Oh yeah. I've collected loads of insects, but because I'm just a kid, I'm not allowed to go looking very far. But I need to get lots of insects as quickly as possible. Do you think you could bring me any insects you find? Oh, thanks. Oh, and I'll need some from Gormott too, not just from Torna. So another gathering quest?
In troubled times, we help each other.
Let's see. Got 4 of you. Got a bunch of you. That's only worth 2. That's worth a bit more. Since there's a bunch of options, I'm going to give you a bunch of these. Did I have any others that were above 30? No. Nice. That's more than enough. Thanks so much. If I can boil these up and get her to drink it, then maybe just are we trying to make a love potion, or are we trying to heal somebody? That reminds me. I'm also partial to tinkering with machinery. Let me thank you properly. I'll show you a pretty amazing invention of mine.
How about next time you help yourselves?
Did he not join? Earlier I made medicine from the Danagweta we collected and gave it to this girl I know to drink. And she was all like, ew, get that gross stuff away from you. What's her problem anyway? Bugs are super cool. How can medicine made of 100% cool things be gross? I don't get it at all. What was the medicine for? We're not going to find out, are we? Oh, there's multiple ways of getting up there. I guess he didn't join the community because he... The city has a long history. There's shops been here for more than 300 years. I myself come from 14 generations of craftsmen. We've been building in Torna for a long time. It's a fair old task taking on the weight of that history while adapting to the demands of the time. The city's built on blood, sweat, and tears, more than you know. The glass we make in this workshop is produced from rock and sand collected in the Denag Desert. All Tornan glasswork, but also ritual implements and ceremonial accessories are made from our very own glass. In fact, I heard that the army recently ordered extra strong glass from my teacher for making a new ship. The name of the ship was, I think it started with Mo. Nope, sorry, it's gone now. Anyway, I'm just an apprentice for now. I can only make things like water jugs and little glass baubles. But you should see the things my instructor can make. They're well made and sturdy, but still utterly exquisite. Is that the ship?
You're coming with me, treasure.
Flower chips, which we all already determined are pretty useless. Okay. You need something? As you can see, things are busy around here. So the Aegis has been wrecking stuff all over the place, right? Well, it's made my ship orders go through the roof. Of course, it happens right when my master retires, too. We're desperately short-staffed. I didn't think it would be this hard to take everything on myself, but responsibility is more than I imagined. Okay. Amateurs. I don't have time for you, mates. I'm busy. Okay. If it's the palace you're after, my lordship, just follow these steps up and it's on the left. Can't miss it. Oh, begging your pardon. Most folks are looking for the palace. You're asking after the girl? That's my daughter, Freya. She's been very frail since birth, and awful sickness, your lordship. Just terrible. Doctors say there's no medicine in this land of Torna that would help her. It's as good as incurable. Sometimes I wonder what's to become of my little Freya. Wait, are we trying to make a medicine for her? Is that why? I'm envious of Joey and Marcus, always running around outside and chatting with folk. Oh, that actually made me almost want to cough. Sorry, I guess I'm a bit shy lately. I don't really get the chance to meet a lot of people, you see. Maybe I know something helpful, though. Oh, there are lots of really neat shops all over Torna. I'm sure if you have a look, you'll find tons of stuff that's useful for drivers and blades. I really wish I could go, but going to busy places makes me too tired. That sounds like a quest. You're going to hear me say that quite often, probably. Kind of looks like... Backstreet.
The suspense.
Oh my goodness, there are No pun.
I am grateful to greet another day.
Are they who?
So-
They almost. Wait, Muskerpawns, as in the Musketeers? Halt! Who goes there? Who challenged Roro? Strangers come here to kick us out? Old lady from market must have told on us again. Meh. Roro and Brother Pawns find this tip-top base is ours. If friends want us to move, friends find better base for us, hmm? Oh boy, that sounds like a quest. Did somebody just seriously... Oh, hello. Yeah.
The suspense is killing me.
Outdoor attack up. Well, since I'm back down here, may as well... Why does that look like... Huh. I guess that water's up there, then. I try to determine... Oh, I can't go over that, can I? Actually, is there even a point to being over there? Forum storage ward. These green barrels literally... Those green barrels literally are just everywhere. Guildmaster? Here's an infopod. Other side of moat, there is fancy schmancy gardens. And in one corner of gardens is very tall lookout point. View from tippy top is probably enough to make eyes hurt. Momimi like high places, but they not good for health. Give Momimi terrible urge to jump off world to world below. Please stay away from high places. After all, might be able to leap to super secret places from up there. Roof of buildings or hidden away you're giving me hints. But Momimi, sure landing from that high up hurt like crazy. Probably best to resist urges. Leave it for real daredevils. Boy. I.e., leave it for us. All I do is work in the warehouse. Work, work, work. I never get to do anything fun. I'd really love to do something touristy, like go on a shopping spree or visit the park in the middle of the city. The park was designed by a famous gardener. Did you know that? It's supposed to be so beautiful. What do you think? Don't all these fish look happy and healthy? Feisty critters, I tell you, they've got it good. I'm even selling fish to the palace now. Considering who my customer is, I really want to provide the best I can. Hey, what do you mean my fish don't look good enough to sell to the palace? See how many big glossy fish are swimming around in the moat? Every one of those them started out in these pails. That is actually not a detail I was expecting. Probably eggs in those, which means you can't see them. Slacker. And there's really not much to do when you're guarding a warehouse on the edge of the city. Ho-hum. Huh? You know this warehouse belongs to the royal palace, right? Don't come any closer or I'll do something. Nah, just kidding. So you came all the way here and I'm so bored. How about a story to pass the time? This warehouse is actually old, like way old. It's been around for generations. Every once in a while a rumor goes around that something is buried beneath it, like a treasure maybe. You wouldn't guess it's that old though, would you? It's been redone so often it looks like all the other boring buildings. So, at some point I should be able to go through... Hello! Oh, you're a level 3. And there's a preview. Can't get in there right now though. But that looks like all the exploring for this city for the time being. Is there anything? No. Oh, there's somebody to talk to that I didn't notice. Rikoko. Climb stairs straight up to get to Sasham Gardens, pride of capital. From there, friends can head to Aquila Watchtower or amble over to Auresco Palace. But not to miss Gardens, beautiful place of calm, and recently traveling bards set up wonderful music too. If gate closed, Rikoko recommend going around and entering from side of shopping ward. And it's kind of interesting that the gate is closed.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
Don't really see how it would make a base of operations, but I was half hoping that there would be something here. I guess next week we will be starting... Actually, there was a downstairs in the inn, wasn't there?
Nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
This has a very... What am I thinking? Japanese? Korean? I don't... Definitely something from Asia. What am I... I don't know where... I'm wondering if there's a point to resting in an inn. There can't be an advantage over a campfire, because it's probably just another way of spending your bonus points. Why does it feel like... Anyway, that is going to be it for today. So for the time being, this will be Draco Breach reporting out. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless, and safe travels.